Hello, this is Simon Hyatt. I'm the contributing editor of Hong Kong Business Magazine. Today I'm presenting the HKB Made in Hong Kong Awards, recognizing the most outstanding products that are proudly manufactured in Hong Kong. Today I'm joined by Raymond Tan, CEO of 10A Limited. 10A has won the medical category in the Made in Hong Kong Awards 2021. Raymond, thank you so much for joining us today, and congratulations on your award win.
Thank you, Simon. I really appreciate Hong Kong Business giving us this wonderful award, recognizing our product, especially made in Hong Kong and in the medical category. I'm very, very honored and proud to be an awardee of this particular award because this is actually a very, very new product that I am involved with now. And we're actually right in time for the current pandemic. So thank you again.
Raymond, tell us about your winning product, 10A Lotus Plus respirators and masks. What compelled your company to design them, and what makes them different from other products in the market?
Well, I'm actually in the apparel manufacturing business. And in the last couple of years, I've been working with a business partner for some sustainability product. And one day, it was 2020, when my business partner came up to me. He has this nanofiber technology. And he asked me and said, Raymond, I think this could actually be applicable to the surgical mask business. And I look at him and then I even asked him, if we were to do this, can we also have antiviral? Which maybe because I'm not in the business and something that I'm sure a lot of people try to do, but were not able to achieve. And my partner said, yeah, sure. In a few months, to my surprise, we were able to get the needed certification for antiviral up to 99%. And then when I look at, as I try to understand the business, then I realize how difficult it is to achieve both medical and industrial certification. And this is why we call this product surgical respirator. We now have an ability to provide solution for a problem that the medical community had been facing in the past. Because in the past, either you feel very, very protected, but then you have to suffer not breathing well. It's very uncomfortable. But if you want to be comfortable, then you end up not to be as protected. But our solution allows us to give both protection and comfort at the highest certification level. And this is why we feel that we are quite different from other products in the market, providing this solution to the medical community.
What were the challenges you encountered during the development, testing, and production stages, and how did you resolve these challenges, Raymond?
We had a time A, and then you never know where you're going to end up with the future. And there was a lot of challenges when we were doing this in terms of certification. We had to get our formula correct. We also have to set up the factory in Hong Kong, get the certification for the Hong Kong factory. And at the same time, even with the machine, we try to fully automate the machine. It's not as simple as what one thinks that, just buy an automated machine and then, you put the material in, the mask come out. There's a lot of detail because we are serving the medical community. We must make sure that every single product is safe for the frontline users to use. And it is that kind of detail in terms of the product, in terms of the material handling, in terms of even the storage, as well as getting all the certification from the same product. The reason why I want to say this is because it is a standard for the industrial PPE and it's also standard for the medical PPE. And this is the first time that WHO came up with a requirement combining industrial PPE and medical PPE standard into one product. However, you can actually have masks to go and certify for each one of those certifications separate. And a lot of people are able to achieve that. But there are very, very few companies able to achieve the combination of the two. So it took us a while to actually get the formula right to achieve both standards.
Can you name some of the viruses, bacteria, and particulates that the mask can filter based on your testing?
Well, unfortunately, COVID is a controlled virus. So you can't really do COVID tests in the lab, external lab at this moment. It's mainly controlled by the government. And I would say that it's the technology that matters because I can assure you that our product can kill any virus and any bacteria. And why do I want to say this? When you look at the bacteria, A bacteria is about 100 nanometers, and virus is about 10 nanometers. And then our nanofibers is less than 50 nanometers. But what we did was we were able to infuse graphene oxide inside our nanofiber. And graphene oxide attracts the virus and bacteria and then chop off their legs. So it doesn't matter unless it's not a virus, unless it's not a bacteria. So any type of bacteria, any type of virus, when it's attracted to our nanofiber, we basically eliminate them in 2 minutes. To answer your question, it really depends on what type of virus is out there in order for us to get the certification. But at this moment, we are actually able to eliminate H1N1 virus from our lab. But other than that, I hope that one day we'll be able to conduct a COVID test with our product.
Raymond, can you explain what disruptive waterless coloring technology is and why it was integrated into 10A masks? Is it relevant to the antiviral and antibacterial functions of the mask?
Yes, there's only one. One area is antiviral, antibacterial function. But as I said earlier, I think the protection is super important, as well as the breathability. If you were to seriously look at our test result, you will see that the breathability of our product is about 3 times better than the current N95 product in the market. So you make the customer, the user, very comfortable. We also have other features in the product, durability. When you look at other current medical products, the recommended usage is about 4 hours. We actually conduct an independent lab test, allowing the mask to be worn more than 8 hours. To be frank, it can actually be worn more than once. But for the medical community, we don't recommend that. And finally, if you look at, for example, I'm holding this product. In the medical community, there's no fashion element. They work under very pressure environment. They want to be happy. And what we're going to introduce is what we call full trans waterless colorization, allowing us to bring some fun to the medical community. And this is another competitive edge that will be coming soon.
You mentioned that the masks are sustainable and reusable in certain circumstances. Can you explain how they are sustainable and what situations can they be reused?
Well, the traditional mask is mainly made by Melbourne, and I'm sure that, I think when I was growing up, I've seen the surgical mask that, that our medical community uses all the time. But then you have to really ask yourself, in the last 30 years, have you seen a product that's different from something that you've seen 30 years ago? Okay, they still use the same product out there. And when we look at the sustainability, number one, I mentioned about 4 hours, which we can use up to 8 hours. We did a test with SGS, and we gave them 20 masks. And then we actually allow them to test our product with alcohol and up to 30 times. What that means is every 1 hour. So let's say we give them 30 masks. 1 hour later, we take one out. We could still, the performance is still there. And second hour, we take 2, and then you continue for 30 hours. And what happened is that our protection functionality remains. Now, if you were to wear traditional mask, you put the mask under with water, with alcohol, and then you put water in it, and you see the water drip down because the protection is gone. But with our product, because we have our nanofiber filter layer, the user is highly protected. But because of that, we actually could reuse the mask. But once again, because of the medical community, if you are in a highly diseased environment, I don't think the hospital would want to do that. But let's say if you're in a clinic environment, or if you want to just wear that, let's say when you travel, I would say that, I personally use my mask up to 5-10 times per mask.
Raymond, finally, what does winning the HKB Made in Hong Kong Awards 2021 seal mean for you and your team?
Well, it means a lot. I was born in Hong Kong. I'm so happy that 10A is a Hong Kong brand. I'm very proud to be part of this community. I guess most important is that we could contribute to be part of the solution for the current global pandemic, especially to the Hong Kong community, paying respect to our frontline healthcare workers. For our team members, they really work very hard. This has been a 20-month journey. Most of the mass company out there, they feel this is a short-term business. When we look at it, we believe that the healthcare standard globally is Hong Kong has the highest global medical standard. For those of you who do not, after I get into the business, I realized Hong Kong actually is one of the highest standards. And our ability to win this award means so much to us because we are winning at the category whereas Hong Kong has one of the highest medical PPE standard in the world. So yes, my team worked very hard for the last 20 months to execute this product. And once again, thanks for the award. Really exciting for all of us. And I'm so happy for my team's achievement. Thank you.
Raymond Tan, CEO of 10A Limited. It's been a pleasure. Thank you for joining me today and congratulations once again on your award win.
Thank you, Simon. Thank you.